Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I'm your host, Davion, and today we are back with our Beyond the Blue series. Today we're going to give a, preview to the Leeds versus Chelsea FA Cup fifth round match today at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time. Chelsea are coming off a extra time defeat to Liverpool in the Carabao Cup on the weekend, which was a huge blow. I think Poch definitely got that game wrong in a lot of different ways. And a lot of that blame for that game is to him. Granted, our strikers couldn't finish, our midfielders couldn't finish. We had so many chances leading into the into extra time, into in the end of the 90 minutes. We for the 75th minute to the 90th minute, we had them on the ropes and we just couldn't get it done. We had five chances that we couldn't finish. And that comes with coaching. That's just bad technique. That's just bad form. And it's just I'm over it. I'm overlooking at a bad Chelsea team. I'm overlooking at a questionable lineup. I'm overlooking at a questionable tactics from Poch. I'm terrible looking at inconsistencies from the team. It's just one thing after another, and it's just not making much sense to me. And so, yeah, hopefully today Poch can figure it out and get the boys squared away because going into Leeds, Leeds are a really good team. They're second in the championship. They'll be coming back up to the Prem next season, and they are, dare you say it, they are still a Premier League caliber team. Leeds are going to be a team that frustrates Chelsea today, and if Poch, makes questionable decisions on who he starts, and if he doesn't tactically have the boys ready, we will lose. I mean, we lost to I think it was a 115th minute goal to Virgil van Dijk against Liverpool, and so that took the win out of the sails for Chelsea, and that's still gonna have a problem with us and have an effect on us for the foreseeable future. But man, I'm not really looking forward to today's match. Honestly, I don't think Chelsea can win this game. When I watch Chelsea play right now, um, I see a broken club that has no way, no path to bouncing back. I see, if I look at next season, I don't see if we get top four. I just don't. I see a club that needs a new physio in because it doesn't make sense how players are injured constantly every single week. And Cuckoo picked up another injury. He will be out for the next 3 to 4 weeks, which to me just doesn't make sense. How is he continuously getting injured? He wasn't this injury prone when he was at Leipzig. And so how is this continuing to happen? I just don't, it just doesn't make sense to me. And I just don't know. Um, but looking at some of the rest of the squad, we have Reece James, like was in training a little bit this week. Um, and that's not much, I mean, that's much of it. I mean, if Chelsea loses today, um, which I think we will probably lose today, if Chelsea loses today, I think that guarantees that Poch will be sacked at the end of the year. Do I think we should sack him this week? I don't think so because at this point, like it's doing nothing for us. Sacking him as a manager, just let him play out the rest of the year. And I mean, you think about like what manager wants to come coach at Chelsea? No one. I mean, if Newcastle does something stupid and sacks Eddie Howe, that's my number one pick. Is Eddie Howe. I think he's incredible, and I think he's a very he's good at what he does, and I think he'll get the job done. Um, and to me, that's it. I mean, Thomas Tuchel, does he come back? Does Todd Bowley want him to come back? That's another question. When you look at just the squad. There's so many. Sterling should be sold. We should let Thiago Silva walk. Connor at this point should be sold. I think we have other players that next season hopefully will be healthy enough to play, um, like Lieva, and some of the other guys. We just need to, and if we need to sell Cucurella or Ben Chilwell, get those two gone for a solid left back like Gusto, because right now we're just not making much sense. Let's bring some of those guys back on loan. David Washington is right now is killing it in the under 21 squad, but let him start. I mean, Nicholas Jackson obviously isn't getting it done. Send him out on loan next season. And my big problem right now is why aren't we playing Madueke and why aren't we playing Mudryk? Why aren't those two like I understand people are like, oh, they're so inconsistent. It's like you can't play those young players like 6 games straight in November and December and then not play them at all. Like this is the problem with Mudryk. you have to keep continuously playing him. I like Mudryk, and I think he has a bright future. Milwaukee, the same exact thing. Let those two start today against Leeds. That needs to happen because put those two on the wings. Put Cole in that cam position, and I guess Nicholas Jackson at striker. But to me, we definitely need to be playing those two more consistently. I think we give Enzo and Caicedo the day off, at least not to start, just because we don't want to pick up an injury. Start Conor Gallagher. I know everyone's like, Connor's really good because he doesn't get injured. He's a very strong player, blah, 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 blah. I understand that, but at this point, he is it's not making a lot of sense what we're doing with him. And that's granted, that's Poch. That's Poch wanting to play him more as a cam than as a box-to-box midfielder, which is like a number 6. I think that's more of his position that he would want to play. I think him going forward is a tactical decision from Poch and not what he really wants to do. But regardless, this game against Leeds today needs to be a win. It needs to be done and dusted pretty early, like we did with Middlesbrough in the second leg. This game needs to be done. All right, because if it doesn't, and a bunch of decisions and things or if we prolong this game, that's the fastest way for us to lose. And just gonna go back to that Liverpool game real quick. Why does Poch go into the end of the game with 2 subs? Why doesn't he use all of his subs? These guys have been running for 90 minutes. 90 minutes and you don't use all your subs, it just doesn't make sense to me about, that tactical decision. And also, everyone's saying, oh man, Liverpool B team, I said it. Chelsea has a younger squad. He had a younger squad on the field and has had a younger squad experience-wise all season long than any other Premier League team. Well, any other team against Liverpool with Liverpool. Chelsea, I think average age was like 24 and a half or something like that, maybe 23 and a half, and Liverpool were right at like 24. And so, if we push on the shove, Chelsea definitely we've had played with a young, inexperienced squad all season long. And so this offseason, we're gonna definitely need to go get some players in for and with experience and figure that out. But let me know how you guys feel. Let me know what you guys think is gonna happen today. I'm excited to see you guys' comments on this video about this game against Leeds. But I've been your host, Davion. This has been Beyond the Blues, and this has been the post game. Peace.